My name is Francisca. I did my PhD at the School of Law at Queen's University in Belfast. My research aimed to find out if the UK asylum system legally protects unaccompanied asylum-seeking children in the UK asylum system right from the time they arrive in the United Kingdom up until a lasting solution has been found to their problem. The Viva lasted under 2 hours. I expected it to last anything between 2 and 3 hours, so it was all right. The Viva experience was terrifying, but I tried to project an element of calmness and being in control, but that's not true. I really was terrified. I did prepare well for the Viva, and besides I'm good at talking to people about my work, and my supervisor prepared me well because from the first year he had a question to start every meeting, which was, tell me what your thesis is in one sentence. And I had to do that each time we met. So that sort of prepared me for speaking about my work. The Viva, I didn't expect the questions from the internal examiner to be as intense as they were, but both examiners were really intense, and it was obvious that they had read every single page of work, and they had drawn a list of the part of work that they felt was contentious. I was able to stand my ground, and being a legal thesis, I had the backing of the law, which was a good comfort because I was able to stand on the shoulder of giants in form of legislation, in terms of case law, and that really did help a lot. My best moment was finishing the end of the Viva and me stepping out of that door, and the relief that, okay, at least the Viva is gone now. All I have to do is my corrections and hand in the thesis. Bye-bye PhD. So long. I think my worst moment probably would be when they were deliberating, and when, my supervisor and I were waiting outside. My stomach was just churning. It was probably running faster than a washing machine. It was terrible. I think I was expecting so many questions, that were going to be unexpected, in the sense that, there were certain elements that would have been contentious and that my supervisor was not comfortable about. And I had decided to stand my ground on the basis that this is primary research. That's what the data says, and that's what I'm writing. And so I was expecting that. And so the best I could do was be calm and explain to them in my own words why I had taken those research decisions and why it was right to do so for me as an objective researcher, and also as a legal researcher, and also from the background of what the law says. If I could do anything differently, it would have to be to edit and re-edit my work before submitting. If you are preparing for your Viva, be calm, read your thesis at least once or twice before the Viva. If you spot any mistakes, don't panic, just note them. Whatever you do to relax, whether it's praying, for me prayer works, meditation works, whether it's yoga, whatever you do, just feed the person inside to, kind of gain that element of calmness, project that calmness, believe in your work, defend your work, but be wary and be aware that there's a fine line between assertiveness, aggression, and being able to defend your work. So, like my supervisor always says, be gracious. Always say thank you, because these people have taken their time and they are using their expertise to look at your work. It took you several years to write it. You are invested in the work, but they've also worked hard to read all those pages, go through all the bibliography, go through all those footnotes. They've worked really hard and they get paid pittance for this. So make good use of that opportunity to build a relationship with them. They could be of help to you in terms of, being your referee, telling you about opportunities for your work, where you could publish, and generally helping you as an early researcher to develop yourself and develop your work.